Yo, haha, Doernbecher.
Wow, what is good, YouTube? Your boy Doernbecher back with another video as I'm sitting on my tractor. Now, the Doernbechers, man, like, I went for them, and honestly, those pairs were limited, man. It was the Dunk I went after, the Blazer 77, and I think it was the LeBron 19s, if I'm not mistaken. It was very, very, very limited, as I got like a bunch of flies here. So if you didn't win, look, you know my motto, on to the next. Now, as this big behind truck drives by my house, what people don't realize is that when I say I'm busy, I'm busy. Like, I'm busy as hell. So I'm gonna show you a video of all the land that I have to take care of, and this is kind of reminiscent of how I used to spend time with my grandpa in Jamaica, because he has a lot of land, had a lot of land in Jamaica that, you know, it gave me experience in the countryside. So one of the things that, you know, I learned from him and countless others is just taking care of the yard. Me moving out here actually for the first time in that country life, so it's been like, I want to say 13, 15, actually no, 20 something years since. That's a long time since I've been out in the country lifestyle. So what I had to do was detach or buy a detacher. I think it was AgriFab, and you'll see a video right here. I had to put this together last night because I was kind of curious to see, like, you know, what type of condition the land was in before we moved in here. And one of the things that, you know, people tell you to do is aerate, but another thing you have to do is detach. So all that dead grass, you know, bacteria and all that stuff that's sitting in your yard that prevents it from being like luscious and plentiful needs to be dug up. So you buy the thatcher to help, you know, pick all that stuff up. Now you're gonna see a video right here. You can see how I assembled it last night. And basically it's attached to my lawnmower with two center blocks. I usually use the bungee just to keep both of them down and balanced. So I pretty much went through the entire yard, just basically digging up everything. Then once I get everything detached or everything just pulled up, I'm gonna turn around, put my lawn mower back on, lawn tractor back on with the bag to clean this all up. So hopefully we can see some results. Maybe, I want to say a week, 2 weeks. It depends. I'm supposed to get some rain, so that'll help this land out. But that's one of the things I did. Like, a lot of people didn't know that I used to be like a country boy or labeled as that because, you know, I worked outside a lot when I was with my mom and whatnot. So it taught me a lot. Planning, having that green thumb, it has its benefits. And, you know, in addition to sneakers and all that stuff that y'all know about, but a lot of people didn't know that I do a lot of yard work, and I don't mind it because it's a good exercise. You know, it keeps your mind at ease, and you're always doing something constructive. The exercise in general, it definitely helps the body, so that's why I do this a lot. You see, as you can see, you know, all the videos from the back and the front, but there's a lot, and I mean a lot that I have to take care of. This is probably the biggest that I have to take care of in terms of responsibility, because the previous two areas that I lived at, it wasn't as big. It was enough, but it wasn't as big as this. So this is a huge responsibility that I'm learning back again on the fly. It's so crazy right now. But your boy Doernbecher, man, comment below. Let me know if you were able to hit on the Doernbecher shoes. I personally looked online. I looked on Twitter. I looked on a lot of places. I didn't see that many people hit. Like I said, it was definitely limited. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Blazer 77 was the most limited, but the Dunks were second to the most available. But it's just that there wasn't that many pairs out there, right? So I did a Doernbecher, I think it was the Jordan 14, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was either 3 or 4 years ago, and that was actually dope, man. So, you know, shout out to everybody that contributed to that, and shout out to everybody, if you haven't really known, check up on the Doernbecher, like the hospital in itself, and you'll see what the kids are going through and how they only preach anything, you know, mostly motivational, right? So that's why I tell people, listen, don't take life for granted. Don't take life for granted, because you always want to count your blessings, boy. But your boy Doernbecher, man, I'm out. I got to get back to work, finish this all up and clean this yard up and do what it do. You guys Stay blessed.